Stephanie Wynne will never forget the horror of that morning captured on CCTV. Masked intruders charged up her driveway and jumped into her car, taking off with her twin 4-year-old boys in the back seat. She could be heard screaming as they drove away.
Scariest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I don't think words could encapsulate just the fear in that moment.
What's running through your mind at that point?
I don't think my mind shifted away from, will I get the boys back?
Police allege a 19 and 24-year-old were behind the wheel, speeding away in Melbourne's north. She says it took an agonising 20 minutes before Victoria Police could provide any answers.
Just terror, just sheer terror. I still feel anxious thinking about it, and it's just encompassed our lives since.
Police say the alleged offenders dumped the children by the side of the road at 2 different locations.
So my husband hopped in our other car and he headed to that location, and when he got there he identified one of my children, and then in the course of that 5 minutes or however long that took, there was more conversation and another phone call to 000 to say that another child had been found. My husband went to the next location and that's where they found my other son.
3 days later, police charged 2 men with a string of offences, including child stealing, theft of a motor vehicle, and reckless conduct endangering serious injury.
Still an element of disbelief. However, there's relief as well because the outcome could have been far worse, but also fear and anxiety.
Victorians are facing a surge in car crime. Last year, there was a 41% increase in motor vehicle theft across the state, the highest recorded number since 2003.
I had no understanding, no knowledge of how bad crime in Victoria was until this happened.
While there's been a 41% jump in Victoria, the only other state to record an increase is New South Wales with 6%, while every other state and territory has seen a drop.
In Victoria, every 44 minutes an insurer receives a call about a car theft or an attempted car break-in. Sadly, this is record-breaking. I don't think it's the gold medal Victoria wants.
The number of insurance claims for stolen cars is also surging. In the 12 months to June 2025, there was a 59% jump in motor theft claims made in Victoria, totalling $223 million.
We're seeing cars not just get stolen, but they disappear altogether, which means that they're going probably overseas and being sold in markets like the Middle East.
Andrew Hall is the CEO of the Insurance Council of Australia.
We hear stories about people literally getting in their car to go to work and being confronted either with a weapon or even just some physicality to grab the car keys and drive away with the car. This is putting a situation in an Australian city that normally we see in very large cities elsewhere, like in London or New York. So we very much do have a problem that we've got to address.
It is that brazenness, and I think it's the willingness to just break into someone's home.
In June, 3 masked intruders tried to break into Lee Main's house in Melbourne's inner east.
They tried to open the front door on the side of the house. Fortunately, we've got good security doors.
And thankfully, Manny, the family dog, was on guard.
The dog was there and managed to chase them away, which was quite amusing when you look at the video.
And the padlock's hidden so that basically, almost impossible to break in.
Police have charged a 15-year-old with attempted aggravated burglary. Lee says he feels paranoid each night. He's since invested in a range of security measures to secure the house.
Good boy. Every night now is the locking up the keys and then hiding the keys.
This includes having a container of black pepper at his front door.
So if people were trying to break into your house...
Yeah, straight through the window. Yep.
You've got the pepper ready to go?
Yeah.
Lee believes the group were trying to get inside his house to steal his car keys.
I can't imagine what would happen if we had been confronted by 3 armed kids.
The Victorian state government has introduced a range of measures to combat crime. Earlier this year, new bail laws were introduced. The principle of remand as a last resort for children has been removed. Repeat offenders now face a more difficult bail test, and it is now an offence to commit a serious crime while on bail.
They are said to be tougher, but really they just replicate what the magistrates and the courts have been thinking anyway, that you need to have an articulated consideration that's protection of the community. That's now become one of the primary focuses.
For more than 40 years, Rob Starry has worked in criminal law. In 2021, he became a magistrate at Moorabbin Magistrates Court before retiring in January this year. He's dealt with many young offenders.
If you're under the age of 18, you've got no income, you've left school, and otherwise don't have much purpose, you're the perfect target for the real car thieves to steal the vehicle. So it's an attractive business. If a car's worth $100,000 and you pay someone $5,000 to steal it, it's a profitable business.
He says it may take 5 years to see what impact Victoria's bail laws are having on crime rates.
How is the offender now in the community? Is the offender law-abiding, whose risk of reoffending has been minimised, or have we escalated their risk? That's what we're going to be looking at.
A month on after the events of that morning, Stephanie says her sons still talk about what happened.
The boys have decided that they're silly boys and they took my car without you.
Police have not yet been able to recover Stephanie's car.
It's 20 grand at least to replace it. Who has $20,000 just sitting in their pocket? And yes, we have insurance, but then do you then think, do I spend all that money again on a car that might just be stolen tomorrow?